Let me tell you what transpired. I showed the video of Ahmed Suale. And when they saw it, my workers came to me and said, Honorable, don't you know this guy? You even gave him 1,500 to go and pay his school fees, which I always do for people, so I don't even remember. Then I said to them, then you have to be careful. If this guy comes here, beat him up, because he's going to set this company up.
What a good thing to say.
Yes.
Beat,
yes.
like physical,
yes.
beat him.
Yes. Not that
you don't regret that
no,
now.
No, not that I want to be president, and therefore I will come and tell you I didn't say that. No. I said if he comes to my premises, I didn't say go and beat him outside. No. Okay. I said, they said, oh, he has been coming here. I said, no. Based on the evidence I had, you know Ahmed Suale's problem? May he so rest in peace. He made a lot of mistakes. You know why? All the investigations Anas did, Anas never showed up with his face. Ahmed Suale showed his face. So all the people that he embarrassed in this country, Anas embarrassed in this country, it was Ahmed Suale who set them up. Ahmed Suale was the one who set the finance minister and those finance people up with some renowned lawyer. They never saw Anas's face. So if I say that this is the guy, and let me tell you the truth today, this cannot be an albatross on me. Let me tell you something. When I showed the face of Ahmed Suale, the finance minister was on his way to Dubai to meet them. So the Minister of State, yes, Minister of State, Edubuahin, called him and said, Esh, I have seen this on net too. This is entrapment. He actually met them and he snubbed them. He snubbed them. They didn't know it was Anas until I showed the face and connected Ahmed Suale to Anas. So how on earth would you say that I say if he comes to my premises, beat him up and insult him? You mentioned Afia Schwarzenegger. I never knew her until she went on Peace FM to insult me. It was my colleague MP who told me that, what have you done to Afia Schwarzenegger? I said, who is Afia Schwarzenegger? And then he retorted, you don't even know her? I said, no. I said, Ish, go and ask for the tape. The way this woman was insulting you. So I took the tape and listened to what he said. And I had to go down to her level for also to let her feel the pain that every individual that he has insulted in this country also feels. So MPP, we are aligned to Republicans. Naturally, I'm a Democrat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in your heart, you are a Democrat?
Yes.
By your party, why? What about Democrats do you like that you want to replicate in Ghana?
See, Democrats, they always make policies that takes care of the ordinary people. And the Republicans, you know, sometimes their decisions are very tough and it does not favor the ordinary people in society.
So you're not a conservative?
I'm not. And I'm not a socialist. I'm liberal.
You're liberal?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Yes.
Because I was going to say, then why not with the National Democratic Congress in Ghana?
I'm not a socialist. I'm liberal.
You've always been, do you have NPP in your family, or you are the first person to really join the party?
I'm the first person.
What did your family think about you joining politics, and for that matter, the Blue?
Well, you know, to tell you the truth, my father was in full support. My mother couldn't take it because of the insults and all those things. And to break the news to you, my mother died because of threats on me. When Honorable Collins Dada threatened, his brother threatened to kill me. And I remember my mother died on the 13th of November. On the 10th, I visited her and she was pleading with me to stop politics because they said they're going to kill me, and Kwame, you will kill me, Kwame, you will kill me. That was Thursday. I think Friday, I left for Kumasi, and Sunday afternoon, coming back to Accra, I got the bad news that my mother had died, because she was saying, my heart, my heart, my heart. You'll kill me, you'll kill me.
I'm sorry about that. If she were alive and seeing all your billboards and posters and your campaign in town, what would he say to you? Are you the first or last son or middle?
I'm the first.
First child.
Yes.
If he calls you, what would she have said to you if she were alive?
Well, she said you're a hardcore guy, because she's giving me advice to stop, and I didn't. I wanted to make a difference in society. And that day, I was joking with her, and I said, if you say they are insulting me, I also insult them. They are also people's children.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you worry about these things? It's the nature of the game. So take heart. But she couldn't.
It's good you mentioned insult, because that's what I was going to, and it's a good segue. When the name Agyapong is mentioned, acerbic comes to mind. He has an acerbic tongue. He insults. In fact, preparing for this interview, I decided to just do a quick Google search of, I just wrote Agyapong insults, and the turnover was huge. I could read a number of headlines that popped up, and I'm wondering how do you behave that way? You've insulted presidents, you've insulted chiefs, you've insulted journalists, you've insulted Afia Schwarzenegger, you've insulted members of parliament, you've insulted journalists. At least those are all the quotations. Some are in video, some are in text. As a child growing up, I was told not to insult people. You want to be president of the land. Culturally, do these insults stick with the personality you are seeking to be now?
You know what? Let me tell you something. In Ghana here, the problem we have is they always misconstrue confidence to be arrogant. I'm a confident person and I speak my mind. In plain words, I'll tell you like this. But in Ghana, even when they're going to insult you, they'll say, oh, please. Like, with all due respect to them.
Sebi.
Yeah, Equiapim and account, oh, Sebi, Nipa Chose, and all those things. And the result is the same. Sebi, Wejimi. Nipa Chose, we are boa. Agyapong comes and say, Wejimi, we are boa. And they think because I didn't use the word Sebi or Nipa Cho, it makes a difference. It doesn't make a difference.
But is it good to insult?
I reciprocate action.
So you are a tit for tat person?
Normally, yes.
If you became president and someone insults you, you take the presidential convoy and go and insult them back. Is that how you're going to behave?
You see, when you are president, you are a leader for your country and you represent your country. You cannot be talking like that. And I'll ignore most of them. I'm not even going to comment. Of late, if you have watched whatever behavior I put up, there are a lot of insults here and there, but I just ignore them.
But old habits die hard. If it's something that, and I'm a media person, and even before I started practicing journalism, when you sit on national agenda on Net2 in the past, and I've followed Net2, I've followed Oman FM, and even your newspaper, the national agenda,
Right.
I think it died later on. But,
Right.
And when you go to Adum FM and all these places, I remember when you were engaging the late Alhaji Bature,
Right.
you insulted even his father, and even sounded ethnocentric when he said, when you made your first 1 million or something like to that effect, his father was a watchman or something to that effect. Did you have to go down that low?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Because, you see, with all due respect to you, journalists, if Ghana is going to burn, it's journalists, because most of you don't speak the truth.
Really?
Yes. Read my lips.
Explain.
In the sense that, at least, you should have given me benefit of the doubt to ask, is this man mad to describe Alhaji Bature as this, and that? Nobody. All what he says. You see, I changed my attitude and began to reciprocate action, because in this country, I was here for some time, and NDC insults people and they get away with murder. I say, how can we allow a group of people to insult people and get away with murder? The first time I reciprocated action was when one NDC guy insulted President Kufuor and said he's a dumb, he cannot even speak good English and all those things. All these words that he used for President Kufuor, because he's an NDC, nobody said anything. What did Alhaji Bature say about my family before I said that? I mean, we have to be fair. And if I ask you the question, you cannot give me answer, because with all due respect to you, most of you are stereotyped. And most of us, we consume information without digesting it. I was responding to the accusations by Alhaji Baturi. But whatever he accused me of, nobody heard it. It is only Ken Agyapong's response. That, I think, is not fair in this case.
Are you a Christian?
I am.
I think the Bible said somewhere that let go and let God. Have you ever considered that?
The Bible also says that you should crack the whip.
So you are cracking the whip?
Yeah, sometimes, not
Even
all
though
the time.
it would come out as, you said that when you are confident, they say you're arrogant, but it will come out as you are disrespectful, you are insulting. It doesn't bother you. That's a tag that's put on your head.
It doesn't bother me because it's the truth. I speak the truth. Ghana here, a lot of people are afraid to speak the truth. And when you speak the truth, they say you're arrogant. They say you are insulting. You mentioned Afia Schwarzenegger.
Do you feel children who are watching you should reciprocate what you are doing? Should they learn that from you?
What you can learn everything from me, because my good things outweighs the bad things you claim to be.
In Parliament, the House had to reprimand you because you insulted Parliament.
For speaking the truth.
So you see...
For speaking the truth.
So what is called insult for you is speaking the truth?
Yeah, it's the truth. Ghana, when you speak the truth, they say you are insulting.
But you see, you're a member of Parliament where language is very, very much sensitive.
And I want you to do me a favor and quote at least some of the insults.
Oh, if I were to go on, some are horrible. I don't even want to know if whether they are correct or not, but I could read some of them for you.
Yeah, read.
I have taken the burden to take a screenshot of a number of them while I look for them. Parliament reprimanded you. They said that what you did was unparliamentary. Look at some headlines. Angry Ken Agyapong insults his workers for running adverts before his interview. That's one. Ken Agyapong angrily insults Afia Schwarzenegger of arrest claims. Showers of insult. Afia Schwarzenegger blazes her gun at Ken Agyapong. IGP pardons Ken Agyapong for insults. IGP, former Inspector General of Police, Kudalo. Apparently you had insulted him and said he was an asshole. You said this on TV. That's what has been quoted as you saying. Ken Agyapong pleads with judges after TV insults. You insulted a judge, a number of judges. It doesn't end there. There are several other problems. In fact, Ghana Web has a catalog. They describe it as a dossier. Ken Agyapong insults IGP. And they have a list of people you have insulted there. They put it up there for you. Then look at them. This is Ghana Web. I am out of insults. I'm a gentleman, Ken Agyapong. That sounded like you had repented.
Who said that?
This was you, December 2016. They said you said you would stop insulting.
I haven't said that.
Okay.
Which means whatever you are saying, you see, that's what I told you initially. That at least they should have given me benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
To ask, why did this MP say this? All these things, they didn't bring it. And all they said is insult, insult, insult. You journalists, most of you are not fair.
Really?
Yes.
And you insulted Boabin Asamoah, and he says Boabin Asamoah reacts to Ken Agyapong's insults at him. This was your former director of communication. Ken Agyapong in hot waters, judge summons him over insults. Ken Agyapong shows no mercy on baby mama, replies her insults and apology. Ken Agyapong cautioned and discharged for insulting a judge. This is another headline, myinfo.com. Ken Agyapong insults Sami Dakun, a lawyer, in court, and judge had to intervene. And it continues just by Googling
I'm
insults.
telling you, you are all biased.
How?
Biased.
Did you not say these things?
What did Sami Daku say in court?
What did he say?
You see, I'm trying to be nice, but I know you are an intelligent journalist. I expect you also to probe into it. What did Sami Daku say in court?
What did he say, sir?
You don't know, but you are quoting
The
him.
publications from the
But I'm
reporters in
sorry,
the court.
I'm sorry, I tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That you also have the same problem.
Okay.
Because you did not even ask what Sami Daku said, and I replied him.
Okay.
All you are quoting is what, they said he insulted Sami Daku. That boy, he can be my child. Do you know what he said? The description he gave me? I want you to go and find out.
Okay, but you see, the issue is that because the judge had to intervene, as a journalist, I appeal to authority in my reportage. If the judge asked you to withdraw, it means that what you said was unprintable.
But the judge did not ask him to withdraw.
Usually when the judge sits...
No, I'm saying that. I'm asking you, my brother. I want to prove something to you.
Yeah.
How journalists, some of you are so unfair, and you only consume information, and some of them, they are just diabolic. They're going to bend this country because the actual things that prevail, they will never say it. They'll just pick an issue, then just spread it, and nobody will probe into that statement. Then they will come out with their conclusions. That is not fair to me.
When you attack journalists, you own a media empire.
Yeah, so that is
Are
why
they also unprofessional?
that is why I'm fair. Let me give you one example why I sacked Justice Annan. Justice Annan insulted Vice President. Justice Annan was biased to a man who was an adjudicator for Mr. Prempeh, the former Director, Controller General. He died in his estate. One Mr. Boateng has to. You know, this gentleman, they not even call Mr. Boateng for his side of the story. He made series of publications against this man. When we had this election at the stadium, I know the man. I went there to greet him. The way the man behaved, he embarrassed me. I said, oh, what? And he won't listen to me. Oh, yeah, you did it. I said, I don't even know what you are talking about. Later on, I went to find out from Oman FM and Netu that they had even taken the matter to court. Media Commission has asked Justice Annan to apologize to the man, and he refused. According to the man, somebody at my media stations told him that I am the one behind it for Justice Annan to destroy him, which I didn't even know about it.
It was not true.
No, I did not even know about it. So I realized, no, I can lose good friends. Although I'm contesting the Vice President, I will not stand anywhere and insult him. Whether I like it or not, he's the Vice President.
You campaign for him.
Right. And if you follow the trend, there's nowhere I have insulted the Vice President. Again, this noble man that really likes me, I like him. His daughter's wedding, I was there, only for him to embarrass me. So I decided to verify. And when I verified, they gave me the report from Media Commission. So I said, this thing can't go on. You see, he destroyed the man, and he was so hurt. This is the problem I have. So if the person is working for me, and he's not doing the right thing, and I'm not able to check him, how would I have the courage even to say something to you if you also do something wrong? So I think we have to be fair to everybody.
But the approach you use, you don't think that sometimes you let your emotions take the better side of your judgment? Does that not?
What approach is that?
The approach that I mean,
you see, let me tell you.
In Parliament, just a second, in Parliament, when you say the least word, the Speaker would ask you to withdraw. They say it's unparliamentary, which means that Parliament is a house of decorum. We watch you in the well. We see how you people speak. The least word you use against your colleague, even if it's a gesture, recently the Speaker had to ask your colleague to withdraw. Do you not think that you should replicate that also on the public scene so that we make progress and have decency or decorum?
You see, you use the word decency and decorum. Is decency applies to everybody, or it applies to a section or a group of people in this country, and other groups are not? You know, so we have to be careful. I tell you, I always reciprocate action. And before I come out, you would have done it for several times that I don't even say anything. So one day, when I come out, the public, the society, everywhere, because it's Agyapong, they have a news. That, I think, is not fair.
Okay.
If we really want to develop this country, we should all build this. Have confidence, bold, honest, sincere, discipline, and change this country. But a situation where when you respond to somebody's allegation, somebody's insult, and they ignore
what was said against
you and reprimand you for what you have said, I think it's wrong.
This is Face to Face on City